says don't eat pork.
Yeah, Leviticus 11.
Does it tell you why?
Yeah, because they're bottom feeders. They're the scum of the earth. Same thing with shellfish. How can you have a healthy body if you're consuming the scum?
Where does it say do not eat pork?
Leviticus 11.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah.
Because if it says that.
It says do not eat swine.
No, if it says just point blank, hey, don't eat that,
Yeah.
I'll never eat it again.
Yep.
It says don't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not eat it. Leviticus 11:7 and repeated in Deuteronomy. It describes the pig as having a split hoof but not chewing the cud and therefore being unclean. Israelites were commanded not to eat it or even touch its carcass. So you believe, like, you read that and you're like, okay, let me get back to this. Were you eating pork though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were just kind of forgot, or?
Well, we weren't taught that in church. We were taught that that was all done away with. We can eat whatever we want now. It's all been washed away under the cross.
All right, while the paint dries, let's ponder. Whenever you look at the comments on these kinds of posts, you'll see the same thing she said that she was taught, where people just say it's all been done away with, all foods are clean. They constantly bring up Mark 7, and that's what I wanted to talk about in this post, because Mark 7 is actually wrongly translated. I've noticed that a lot of people who do go by a biblical diet don't even realize this about the verse. So I just thought I'd point it out for whoever's interested. People who believe we should follow a biblical diet will say that Jesus said he declared all foods clean, not unclean meat. Although I can see the point being made here, I think it goes even deeper than this when you look at the Greek text. It is important to note he did say foods, and he didn't bring up unclean animals anywhere. But what's interesting is with that last sentence, thus he declared all foods clean, that doesn't even exist in the original Greek text. That's how they chose to translate it into English. All you need to do is go to any of the older versions, like the modern King James Version or the literal version, and you'll see that this final sentence is actually part of Jesus' speech. Jesus says the food that has been eaten with unwashed hands simply passes through the body and is expelled into the latrine, and thus purges all the food, not anything to do with unclean animals. He's simply talking about food that's been eaten with unwashed hands being purged from the body. It's just a reference to the simple, everyday bodily functions. We should be so careful whenever we read English translations to make sure that it matches the original text, because there's a lot of bias that can happen when translations are made. God never changes, and neither does his law. I think we often feel judged when people tell us you shouldn't be eating this or you shouldn't be eating that. But the truth is, God made these commands not because he wants to control us, but because he wants to save us. The world is a filthy place, and he's given us instructions on how to stay healthy inside of it. If you wouldn't eat this, then please don't eat this. When Jesus cast all those demons out of the demoniac, he saw fit to cast them into a herd of swine. He knew the swine were being used for food, and he completely destroyed the livelihood of those farmers. It was no coincidence.